You guys, to put this fear and anguish over Ye's anti-Semitic comments into some perspective, he has more than 18 million followers on Instagram alone. The entire Jewish population worldwide, just 15 million. And as anti-Semitism surges to unprecedented levels, Ye's hate speech combined with his massive platform has stoked alarm. His comments now driving away his biggest partner.
You felt my pain yet? You haven't felt my pain. You don't want to feel my pain.
Oh, no,
you don't hold You don't hold accountability to my pain. You're being a Karen.
We're witnessing the slow unraveling of a once brilliant rap legend, Kanye West. This is the same artist who revolutionized hip-hop, once owning the Grammy stage, basking in praise. Today, he teeters on the brink of imprisonment, buried under global condemnation, and labeled by many as a modern fascist. The iconic King Kanye, the genius behind genre-defining tracks, is gone. The current Kanye now releases tracks idolizing Hitler, faces serious allegations of violence against women, and is abandoned by those once closest to him. Even his wife, Bianca Censori, appears desperate to escape his shadow. Think his worst moment was grabbing the mic from Taylor Swift? Think again. The turmoil and darkness that followed make that incident look small. Stay tuned. Everything is about to be laid bare.
I believe that I suffered from exhaustion. I suffered from being lied to constantly by the people around me, by my management, by my ex-wife.
Kanye West, now officially called Ye, was once hailed by fans as a genius for transforming hip-hop and smashing the mold of gritty gangster rap, turning it into a worldwide cultural wave. With more than 140 million records sold and landmark albums like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, 2010, and Yeezus, 2013, Ye is cemented as one of this century's most impactful artists. Yet, amid the brilliance, controversy has never left his side. His chaotic marriage to Kim Kardashian and his never-ending feud with Taylor Swift helped shape his reputation as both a genius and a chaotic force. More recently, Ye has faced relentless backlash, from personal attacks to volatile political rants. Let's be honest, 2025 alone has seen him caught in scandal after scandal. We're not talking about stage antics anymore. This is about political firestorms, lawsuits, and a public image collapsing faster than ever. When he declared his 2020 presidential run, it felt like a joke, just a celebrity chasing attention. But after his latest comments, it's clear he's got serious political goals. Thankfully, that year, he only garnered 60,000 votes. Imagine the chaos if someone with his current beliefs ended up in the Oval Office. It all ignited when, on October 8, 2022, Ye tweeted about going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people, setting off a global wave of outrage.
The growing backlash against Kanye West after his repeated anti-Semitic remarks. His talent agency has dropped him. A documentary about him has been shelved, and this morning, his biggest corporate sponsor, Adidas, terminated their partnership.
The backlash came instantly. It wasn't just the Jewish community who were appalled by Ye's post. Longtime collaborators like Diddy, Meek Mill, and even Drake spoke out, condemning his words. The fallout was immediate and unforgiving. Major partners such as Adidas and Balenciaga cut ties, wiping out Ye's billionaire status and reducing his net worth to about $400 million. You'd think such a toxic statement would have marked rock bottom for Kanye West, a breaking point signaling the end of his public image, financial empire, and industry clout. But Ye doubled down. In February 2025, he went back to X, posting, "I'm a Nazi and I love Hitler," as if he were oblivious to the mounting criticism and isolation. Then came May 2025, when he released a song glorifying Hitler, framing it as bold artistry. Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube all swiftly removed it. With public rage already boiling, Ye pressed further. He dropped WW3, World War III, a title drenched in political defiance. That track vanished from all major platforms soon after. Ye's music has increasingly become a megaphone for political extremism, leaving fans confused and alienated. The Kanye they admired is fading, replaced by an artist whose work now revolves around dark, controversial themes. Gone are the bars about family or self-growth. Now, his lyrics feel like weapons for chaos. And it gets worse. He even announced he's using AI to power his next album, Bully, slated for release this September.
That people like, stay away from AI. It's a more negative reaction than auto-tune. And I remember, like, I did auto-tune because people thought They're like, man, this auto-tune is trash. As an artist, I could take anything. I could sell a piece of shit for like...
Credit where it's due. AI has its place in many industries. But when it comes to creative work, especially music, it feels hollow. It sidesteps producers and strips music of its heart. A track made by AI feels lifeless, detached, almost unethical. For someone like Ye, whose deeply personal lyrics once moved millions, this shift raises real questions. Has he lost his creative spark? Or has his obsession with Hitler pushed him beyond recognition, into dangerous territory? Honestly, these projects need to be challenged before they ever reach listeners. Ye has barricaded his path to his audience with his own actions. Public criticism is relentless, lifelong fans have walked away, and his closest allies have cut ties. Scooter Braun, the legendary manager behind both Justin Bieber and Ye, didn't hold back, saying outright that Ye is now unrecognizable. Meanwhile, his talent agency, 33 and West, ended their relationship, stating they couldn't align with the hateful rhetoric and values Ye has been promoting. But the fire didn't stop at the music. In July 2025, former assistant Lauren Pitt-Iota filed a shocking 88-page lawsuit, leveling disturbing accusations including oral rape, sex trafficking, and human trafficking. She describes Ye's behavior as manipulative and abusive, eerily echoing the allegations against Diddy. Unsurprisingly, Ye has shown full-throated support for Diddy throughout the scandal. Credit where it's due. AI has its place in many industries. But when it comes to creative work, especially music, it feels hollow. It sidesteps producers and strips music of its heart. A track made by AI feels lifeless, detached, almost unethical. For someone like Ye, whose deeply personal lyrics once moved millions, this shift raises real questions. Has he lost his creative spark? Or has his obsession with Hitler pushed him beyond recognition, into dangerous territory? Honestly, these projects need to be challenged before they ever reach listeners. Ye has barricaded his path to his audience with his own actions. Public criticism is relentless, lifelong fans have walked away, and his closest allies have cut ties. Scooter Braun, the legendary manager behind both Justin Bieber and Ye, didn't hold back, saying outright that Ye is now unrecognizable. Meanwhile, his talent agency, 33 and West, ended their relationship, stating they couldn't align with the hateful rhetoric and values Ye has been promoting. But the fire didn't stop at the music. In July 2025, former assistant Lauren Pitt-Iota filed a shocking 88-page lawsuit, leveling disturbing accusations including oral rape, sex trafficking, and human trafficking. She describes Ye's behavior as manipulative and abusive, eerily echoing the allegations against Diddy. Unsurprisingly, Ye has shown full-throated support for Diddy throughout the scandal.
Client's allegations. I'm Lisa Bloom, very proud to represent Lauren Pitt-Iota, Kanye West's former assistant and chief of staff, who's accusing him of sexual harassment and sexual assault in a lawsuit that we are representing her on. And look what he's admitting. Essentially, I'm a walking Me Too, that most of her allegations are true. One of the things she alleged was inappropriately long hugs where he would sexualize her in the office. I mean, this one out.
According to reports, Pitt-Iota first filed legal action in June 2024, accusing Ye of sexual harassment, breach of contract, hostile workplace conditions, wrongful termination, and unpaid wages. By October 2024, she expanded the case, alleging Ye had drugged her during a recording session with Sean Diddy Combs and assaulted her while she was unconscious. Pitt-Iota likened her experience inside Ye's massive mansion to being trapped in a luxurious prison. There were no iron bars, but the fear was constant. She recounted threats, the confiscation of her documents, and being closely monitored at all times. Her role as an assistant, she said, turned into one of total control and psychological manipulation. After Pitt-Iota's lawsuit hit the spotlight, others began to quietly speak out. Dancers, stylists, and even ex-girlfriends echoed her claims. Suddenly, a tidal wave of allegations crashed down on Ye. Hashtags like #JusticeForLauren, #Kanye Cancelled, and #ExposeYe began trending everywhere. Despite Ye's outright denials and threats of a countersuit, Pitt-Iota remains firm. As of now, the civil case continues with the next hearing scheduled for August 2025. And if new developments emerge, they'll be shared. For now, Ye stands almost completely isolated. Even his wife Bianca Censori has become caught in the storm. Whispers suggest she's emotionally drained, reduced to a mere accessory rather than the independent designer she wants to be. Recently, she's been seen beside Ye at high-profile events, often wearing outfits that spark intense controversy. Just look at the 2025 Grammys. Bianca appeared in a shockingly revealing outfit, sunglasses covering her face, expressionless. Many believe Ye is behind these choices, allegedly pressuring her into dressing provocatively. Each controversy only adds to the damage Ye has done to his public reputation, reinforcing suspicions that he's manipulative and dismissive toward women. It echoes his chaotic relationship with Kim Kardashian. Following their divorce, Ye blasted Kim online for limiting his access to their children. Back then, many fans, including myself, criticized Kim, thinking she was wrong. A father should be present, no matter the circumstances. But looking at things now, it's clear Kim may have been protecting her kids. Ye, diagnosed with bipolar disorder, has claimed to be autistic, makes increasingly erratic statements, pushes extreme political ideologies, and now faces troubling accusations of abuse and control. Those children deserve peace, not the circus Ye keeps parading around. Once an unstoppable cultural force, Ye is now watching his empire crumble. His newer music lacks the artistry that once defined him, and his influence is fading rapidly. Right now, the only thing still linking Ye to elite society is his fashion brand, YZY. After losing massive deals, especially the billion-dollar Adidas partnership, he shifted gears. He relaunched YZY as an independent brand through Yeezy.com and introduced an aggressive low-price strategy, selling items for just $20. At first, it worked, sales exploded. But the momentum didn't last. His non-stop controversies dragged the brand into scandal. Recently, he sparked outrage by selling a t-shirt featuring a swastika, a symbol deeply tied to Nazism. Social media went into overdrive, and within just 16 hours, his online store was taken down. Then came more heat. Ye announced a joint fashion line with Diddy, YZY x Sean John, splitting profits evenly. The problem? Diddy was already mired in legal battles and allegations. If 2010 was Kanye's peak, a moment of unmatched music, style, and cultural dominance, then 2025 is the complete opposite. This isn't just a fall from grace. It's a freefall fueled by poor choices, inflammatory words, and endless controversy. He hasn't just lost endorsements or wealth, he's lost the loyalty of everyone who once believed in him. Even Travis Scott and Tyler, the creator, once close allies, have unfollowed him. Elon Musk, who once called Ye an inspiration, has now publicly cut ties. The name, Kanye West, no longer conjures respect or brilliance. It symbolizes a man who burned down his own legacy. Ye's story is a harsh lesson about fame's dark side. When you're at the top, your voice can shake the world, but without discipline, that same voice can destroy everything you built. This isn't just the downfall of an icon. It's a brutal reminder. With fame comes not just the right to speak, but the duty to speak wisely. What's your take on Kanye West's rise and collapse? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and stick around to uncover the next chapters in this unraveling saga.